Grooming policy. I figured one of you would ask me about grooming, and I have the grooming policy here with me.
Wow.
I figured one of you would have to ask me. It's a perennial issue in terms of grooming, and I know that when I go to schools, a lot of students stop me and ask me about it, and they point to my hair, and I am a proud black woman who wears her hair natural. And I understand what hair means in our context. And I know this is broader than hair. But there are a couple things we have to balance, right? We have to balance order, something that we struggle with as a country, and we have to ensure that order is maintained in our educational institutions. And we also understand that as young people, they want to express themselves in different ways. And, it may be in hair, in dress, in other things. But the key thing we know is that school is not a fashion runway, right? School is about a place of learning. And for us, our focus is on learning in our schools and ordered learning in our schools. And so we have a grooming policy. We actually have another one that has been drafted, updated, based on, for example, one court case that we had. And that has been doing the rounds. It was circulated with the principals. It was circulated with the student council members. So the students have a voice, with the churches. So everybody has been looking at this policy of grooming. And it's not an easy one, because I know as a young person, I thought the rules at school were too harsh. And I know a lot of young people will think that, rules can be harsh. But we have to make sure that the rules are fair. And we need to make sure that there is order in our schools. There's too much in order in our society. And our schools are very important for us to maintain order. But we understand that times change. Times change, and you have to look at things differently. And that's why we have the consultations ongoing. We have the new 2024 policy, which will become 2025 policy, which we're still getting feedback from the schools. And we will continue to dialogue and have the right approach, and it's right balance between order and getting our students to learn in school. We want them at school, and we want them to be learning in an orderly way. And we also want to ensure that we instill values around discipline and obviously, the hair issue or the grooming issue or just, the length of the skirt. Those are issues that for me are not the fundamental questions around learning. And we have to focus on learning while also dealing with our grooming policy. And I think we do have something and a well thought through approach, which is dialoguing with all of the players.